What's going on YouTube? It's Donnie. It's a Spitzkante kind of day. So I brought you a knife from this company and it went over so well, people started buying them because it's actually a really good knife company. This is Spitzkante and they make a really good knife. And I was actually very pleasantly surprised with how well their blade A worked and B held up. But another thing was this. You see this? It's a typical clip like you find on a lot of knives, right? But it's different. You press a button right here and you can spin this and mount it any direction you want. And I think every company who uses a Kydex sheath should have this. This is fantastic. Now the sheath itself, is a true lockup. It just works really well. You have areas for either lashing or mounting or doing anything else that you want to do with it. But that's just awesome. So let's get into this blade. I didn't know where I put my keyboard. D2 steel. Everybody knows that I did a video saying if there was only one knife steel to use left on the planet, I'd choose D2. Easy to sharpen, holds an edge, strong, just nothing not good corrosion resistance. As long as you take care of it, it'll take care of you. Let's see. So, Kydex sheath. We got into that. Black micarta handle. This is not G10. This is micarta, my favorite handle material. And you can see how really well done it is with the raised sections around the Chicago screws there. Obviously true full tang because it is a ring knife. It is fantastic. So let's see. So this is the Haisha, and it's going to be a good fighting knife. I'll tell you that. Let's see. Wear resistance D2 steel. I'm going to go over some of the quick specs. A 4 cm blade thickness. This looks like a really consistently done knife all the way through. It's just absolutely flawless. It's really well done. Let's see the 360 sheath. I want to get into specs. Let me see if they have them on here or if I have to go through and read. I think I have to read. So the full tang knife is 7 inches, 6.92 inches there. And let's see, good thing I have this going. The blade length is about 3.5 inches. The finger well to the ring is 4 inches. So you have a full 4 inches between the tip of the well and the end of the ring, meaning you can put your hands in there and be a-okay. The jimping is non-aggressive. It just works really well. It's got a swedged blade. It's got a sweet finish. The fact that this thing, I'll tell you what, if you're at an ATM and Bigfoot shows up and tries to rob you, pop, this thing is sweet. This is really sweet. And 3.5 inches. Remember, 4 inches reaches every major organ. 3 inches. You ever watch Walking Dead? They still take out a brain. So I say we just take it outside and cut with it. All right. Out here in the sunshine, you can see this is nice. This is a cool little knife. Now, this is a self-defense knife straight out of the box, right? So, it's going to be good for all that. But I never get any volunteers to come here and let me self-defense on them. So what I'm going to do is show you toughness and strength and sharpness through regular bushcraft stuff like that. Because if it's going to cut rope and wood and leather and all that, it's going to cut skin no matter what. As a matter of fact, let's see how sharp this thing is out of the box. Wow. I barely touched. And it is, I don't know if you could see that, razor sharp. Look at this. all the hairs are just leaving. That is razor freaking sharp. This one I think is sharper than the first one I did. That's a really sweet edge. All right, so let's check this edge by doing some cuts. We'll start with this little rope here. Get that thing untangled. That's freaking sharp, man. That is sharp. So let's get you guys angled down here so you can see everything. That would be nice of me. Yeah, it feels good. It's got good bite because of the swedge tip. It does everything it's supposed to do. So now with this sweet drop point angle, it's got a really nice curve, and you can see right here, it's got that palm well right there. That's for this. That's what that little cutout is for, and it is amazing in the hand. But we're going to see how it does on stuff like push cuts. That is as clean a cut. That's like razor blade. That is like a razor blade. And there it is again. And there it is again. And there it is again. I mean, this is a cutter. Spitzkante. Golly, that's nice. Oop, I messed up that one. I put it right in a hole. Put it right in a hole. Did you see that pop? That is super sharp. That is straight up push cuts. I'm not doing this. That is just a cutting tool right there. Let's take this guy right here. This one's broken, but we'll still use it. Holy Moses. Just cut the hell out of that thing. All right, so let's see here. Look at this. The control you get with the curve in this handle is stupendous. That is awesome control. It absolutely fits the contour of the hand perfectly. This little finger well does its job. So it's a fighting knife, but if it happens to be the knife on you and you get caught in some flooding, or you get caught in behind a wildfire, or there's a tornado or something coming up, and you end up getting stuck out to where you do need to camp for survival, you want to make sure you can at least get fire. And this thing is going to do the job. This thing is going to do the job. Let's do some pulls here. Make sure I'm in. Oh, so nice. So nice. Let's get a couple to stay on there. Some really, really sweet curls. When you can change from swoops to curls, same piece of wood, same knife, it's just edge geometry. It's just utilizing what they give you. You can see the two different kinds of cuts there. That is fan-freaking-tastic. That is a beautifully sharpened knife. Really, really well done. Let's see here. There we go. So my damaged thumb, this one that doesn't bend, I'm not gonna lie, pressing on the knife, man, that is painful. But it's things you gotta do, because if I am in a survival situation, I gotta overcome my pain, get things working. So, I mean, if you do need to carve your tent spikes and pit spikes and hot dog sticks, or you need to make anything to defend yourself, some kind of spears and arrows, if you just want to hang your bag and you need to sharpen a stick, that's the kind of thing that's going to do it right there. It's got so much control, and because the blade is nice and short, all of the pressure is exactly at the point of contact, and it's just so easy to control because the point of contact isn't moving. It stays in one place. That's a good thing. Let's see here. Got this nice big thick desert rope. It's a desert rope because I found it in the desert, not because it's like desert rope. Let's see, it's got all kinds of fibers and different things in there. Let's see. Bam. So, wow, that was nice. I mean, that is like all frayed material, but look how clean that is right there. That is super nice. This knife is, golly, look at that. That is sharp. That is a sharp damn knife, all right? Hard plastic. Let's go. This should go easy. Oh, that should, look at how thin this curl is. The thinner the curl, the sharper the knife. Sharper the knife, the thinner the curl. That is so nice. You gotta lop it off. That is so nice. Let's use this one. This is the hard rubber. I have a good feeling about this knife with this. This edge is just no joke. This edge is no joke. And as a fighting knife, woo-wee, having an edge, man, having an edge like that you're going to rely on for going through, man, I wouldn't want to get hit with it. I'll tell you that. Now me, baby. Let's see if we got any cool spiders in there today. All right, so let's see here. Get a good start. Bam. So if you are out and this is the knife you happen to have on you and you get into a sticky situation, I hope I'm in the thing. I can't see. Man, I'll tell you what, you'll be able to skin. You catch yourself a rabbit, duck, deer, anything, you'll be able to skin. That's for sure. This is leather, rubber, mesh. I mean, and if it can cut through this kind of leather, I mean, think about it. We're made of leather. That's what we are. Look at this. This is flawless. I have to say the design's nice too. It's not just a good working knife. This is a good looking knife. I'm thoroughly 100% impressed. And it's still shaving. Still shaving. We cut a whole bunch of mediums here. And going through rubber, that's how you instantly dull a knife. Instantly. You go cut through rubber. You want to make it dull? Cut the rubber. And this thing went through plastic, hard rubber, wood, this rubber, leather, mesh, couple different kinds of rope, and it's still shave sharp. This is one of those knives where you look at the price and you think they made a mistake. You say, that can't be right. It's gotta be a little bit more. Oh, these things are priced to sell. I'll tell you that. This is pretty sweet. I still have two more. And you know how I always like to save the best for last. This thing is freaking awesome, which means stay tuned because there's some other stuff coming. But I'll tell you, if you are looking for a self-defense knife, because the other two are more like camp knives, oh man, if you're looking for an EDC self-defense do-it-all knife, this guy right here, this is your option. This is fan-freaking-tastic. All right, that's it for this one. Hi, I am Donnie B all day. Till next knife.